Welcome, sons and daughters of Odin. I am the Lord of the Runes. So, we're here for another reading of the elderfuthark runes for today. We're doing these every day. So, the runes, briefly, 24 inscriptions or symbols that have been around for about 1700 years. Still the oldest form of divination being used today. Very powerful symbols, very potent. Can be used in a lot of ways. I use them every day. And they are 4D symbols, so they come direct from the spirit world, which means that they have a direct connection to the spirit world. When you use these runes, you're tapping into that connection. So I'll draw a rune from my little bag right here. Now, let's see what we get today of the 24 elderfuthark runes. So the wyrd. The wyrd is destiny. This is Berkanan. Berkanan means bear and birch. So this rune is the rune of hibernation before rejuvenation. It's two similar energies. The bear is a powerful creature that hibernates and breeds through, or gives birth through winter. So it's able to conserve its strength and rebuild. And then the regeneration is of the birch energy. It's a very feminine energy. When this rune comes up, and it's been drawn before in this series, when it comes up, it can mean that you're in need of some hibernation, some rest time, some actual R&R, or just relaxing, or that there's certain toxic elements in your life that need alchemizing to become positive. The thing about the birch tree is that it regenerates the soil around it. It actually makes it more fertile where it grows. It's a very regenerative plant, tree. Therefore, it has this energy of regeneration. And the ancient people were very aware of this, particularly in the north of Europe, where these runes come from. So when this energy does come up, it's telling you, yes, there may be some toxicity in your life across a number of areas, one area or all areas. Life's getting pretty hard these days, so toxicity can seep into everything. Now, what I'm getting from this rune as I hold it in my hand, there are many who are experiencing some sort of toxicity in their bodies. And when the body is intoxicated, it has a cascading effect to other things. Our body is our temple. It is the vehicle that this spiritual being, which is really us, gets around in on this earth. So how we treat it really translates to over to our mental state and our spiritual state. If we treat our body badly by eating bad food, by doing drugs and alcohol, and any alcohol is bad, no matter what people tell you, alcohol is no good. I'm not going to preach about it. It's an actual fact. Synthetic drugs, no good either. But bad food is just as bad as those other things, really. If you find yourself eating a lot of fast food or processed foods, then you'll find that you feel a bit dull. You feel tired, lethargic. You don't feel strong. All the chemical additives in those foods, plus anything that's not organic, can really affect your body and therefore your mind and your spirit. Now, I know that it's difficult times when things are getting very expensive, and especially food, which we need to survive. is harder to come by. Well, not harder to come by, but it's harder to purchase because it's more expensive. Fair enough. Yeah, but there are ways around that. Look at areas in where you're being a bit toxic in other areas with your mind. You're spending too much money on alcohol or partying or wasting it on mindless, mind-numbing entertainment. There you can redirect those resources into purifying your body. And what we drink as well, tap water is full of fluoride and other chemicals. Now, no matter what certain people say or authorities say, this stuff is no good for you. And if you switch from drinking tap water to other water, you will notice a difference. I can guarantee that. And it's also about removing toxic influences for the mind, toxic people, watching news where the mainstream news pretty much all the time is doom and gloom. There's war, there's death, there's famine, there's fear. If you have a constant daily dose of that sort of stuff, then that intoxicates your mind, gets you in a vibration where you are toxic to yourself. And then you just keep going down and down and down, and you vibrate very low at a low frequency. And then things are much harder for you. When you start to detoxify yourself and regenerate in the energy of Berkanan, of birch, the feminine energy, the feminine caring, supportive, nurturing, loving energy, then your life will take off in ways that you would probably never would have anticipated. And it's absolutely possible because I have done it and I still do it. I actively do it today. So if you're in a bit of a funk at the moment and you feel tired and lethargic and depressed, really look at what you're putting into your body and your mind, and therefore your soul. Because there are many toxic influences on this world, but there are also many positive ones, and it's about choice. If you want to continue to bombard your body, mind, and soul with crap, and that's what it is, crap, then you'll feel like crap. It's pretty simple. But if you start removing those toxic influences and putting positive into your mind, body, and soul, your life will turn around and you won't feel deadened and heavy and down and sluggish. You'll start to feel light. Your body will become lighter because you'll lose weight, but light will start to not infiltrate. Light will start to penetrate you, light and love, and then you will start to emanate this. And that's the true energy of regeneration, regenerating into your true self. Good one. I'll leave it there, folks. The meditation that I know about this is a little bit difficult because you need to find a birch tree. But if you find a birch tree anywhere, and then they are around, I'm not sure where, go and sit under this tree. Ask to approach the tree first. Ask for permission and sit under the tree once it gives permission. And there'll be a slight change in the environment to let you know that permission has been granted. So once you do this, sit under the tree and just meditate or just sit silently and see what comes to you. And some ideas will come to you about how you can regenerate your body, mind, and spirit, and be open to what they are, because usually the first answer is the right one and do not dismiss it. So on that note, folks, may your journey be blessed.